are you an audiobook listener? I'm an audiobook narrator, and I have a question. So when I do an audiobook, my goal is to make things sound as clean as possible and the most, understandable as I can, which means I'm trying to hit, very specific things, like in the phrase, don't tell me what to do. When I'm talking about it, I would just say, don't tell me what to do. But if an audiobook, I would say, don't tell me what to do. So you hear both of those T's. It can sound a little unnatural, but in theory, it makes it easier to understand. Do we like stuff like that? Or does it sound crazy? Would you guys prefer more casual reads? Oftentimes I'm also doing it so that the editors have an easier time, because sometimes they'll flag things that I didn't really think were misreads, but it just didn't have all the consonants said out loud. And on a similar note, if it's like, man, what a hard day, she sighed, would be in the book, do you want to hear that sigh? Because my instinct is to do it, but sometimes you get directed out of it, where they're like, oh, well, you let the audience fill in the blanks. We're not really supposed to add too much to the book. But in a world where AI is starting to take over more and more voice jobs, I feel like this might be the only way you could tell that it's still real people. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you prefer it to be perfectly read and easy to understand? Or should we be leaning into a more messy reading style? Or is that going to get in the way of people's audio processing issues? I want it to be really accessible, but I also don't want it to sound like a robot. And there was a time when a human sounding like a robot was an impressive thing, but now we've got robots that sound like humans, and it all comes out the same. I'm kind of torn on this, and I'd love to hear what you think, especially if you listen to a lot of audiobooks and have strong opinions. So let me know in the comments, and maybe I can pass this info along to the higher-ups. In theory, the books are for you, so they should be what you want to hear. But yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, goodbye.